Hello, my name is Chanelle Lowe, and today I will be presenting my final assignment for global projects that tackles the issue of overpopulation. My refined research question entails, what effect does overpopulation have on the Gold Coast and its inhabitants? I am currently studying interior design at Griffith University and have taken on this class to broaden my knowledge and allow me to research and think outside my current expertise. As well as this, I am drawn to global issues caused by the greater population and have found that further research into these affairs have only fueled my commitment for spreading awareness. Over the past 8 weeks, I have created and refined not only a design portfolio for my immersive art installment, but also a model of the human labyrinth that would take place if I ever got the chance to construct this idea in the real world. Overpopulation is an extensive topic that is hard to tackle as the counter-arguments always fall back on ethics and human rights. Hence why I have stuck to spreading awareness rather than taking on countless attempts at a solution. This is an issue that is constantly overlooked and underestimated, yet it has the potential to be lethal to the human race. To demonstrate just how colossal of an issue it is, in the mid-18th century there were fewer than 800 million people populating the Earth. Fast forward to today, barely 250 years later, and we have a population of over 7.7 billion. That tallies out to be a new human being being born every 400 milliseconds. I believe with education, viewers can look up ways to help limit the effects of their presence on this earth and continue the chain to spread awareness for this important issue. I have created an A3 portfolio using Adobe InDesign that forecasts what my immersive art installment would encompass, including sketches, my design model, reference images, and informative text on how my idea would play out and what my space would encompass. The first thing to note is that my installment is a labyrinth of life-size human mannequins that all stand uniform, creating a tunnel through their bodies that continue onto a maze. I've done this to represent the idea of overpopulation and just how cramped and unsustainable at this current time it is, and to allow the viewer to imagine if it was to condense even more. The idea is that the longer the participant takes to get through the maze, the more issues that arise, such as smog slowly filling the air space and representing air pollution, and the slow increase of temperature in the area representing global warming and the increase in worldwide temperatures. The path is made to be confusing and oftentimes frightening, as I want to demonstrate that this is not an issue to look down upon. Rather, one should come out of this installment with the astonishment and a newly found drive for the greater good. As well as a design portfolio, I have created a 2-scale model of a human labyrinth to allow the viewer the chance to picture the space and demonstrate my idea to a T. Originally, I wasn't going to include this, however, through critical feedback with my tutor and peer discussion, I have come to the conclusion that it adds a sense of realism to my idea and helps the viewer place themselves in the space mentally. After scouring the internet and falling short on searches such as plastic humans, bulk small people, and cheap small train figurines, I came to the conclusion that due to the current pandemic and my weird requests, what I needed couldn't be shipped to me cheaply or in the quantities that were required. I then rang around to several art and craft stores and landed on a hobby store that could order me in 51 to 87 size white miniature train figurines. I quickly gathered some easy tack and molded what my labyrinth would look like, which took longer than expected as a perfect circle were not easy to replicate. Once this was down, I went on to sticking my model people in place and soon realized I had run out of civilians to finish my model. After much brainstorming, I decided it would be best to chop pieces of the packaging into the same size and place them down as an alternative, as they would best resemble the little humans. Overall, I think my model represents what I want my installment to encompass. The whiteout effect produced from all the white materials helps give it a dreary but uniform quality, making it evident that this art piece isn't a fun game and should be taken seriously. In conclusion, I hope that through this assessment I can further educate on the hard-hitting topic of overpopulation, as I believe it is one of the major problems we as a humanity are and will continue to face. I had a fantastic time getting creative and trying something new and found the research part of this assignment extremely informative and will take what I have learned throughout these 8 weeks and incorporate them into my future endeavours. Thank you.